Start your morning on a delicious note with a peanut butter granola breakfast, a wholesome blend of taste, texture, and nutrition designed to energize your day. Imagine waking up to the comforting aroma of roasted oats, the subtle sweetness of honey, and the rich, nutty flavor of creamy peanut butter. This breakfast isn't just a meal, it's a morning ritual that sets the tone for everything that follows. As the sun peeks through your window, you reach for a bowl and scoop in a generous serving of peanut butter granola. Each cluster is a perfect balance of crunch and chew, with the oats toasted to golden perfection and held together by a luscious mixture of natural peanut butter and honey. The addition of chopped nuts, perhaps almonds, walnuts, or peanuts themselves, adds even more texture, while a scattering of dried fruit like cranberries, raisins, or banana chips introduces a burst of natural sweetness. It's a symphony of flavors and textures, each bite more satisfying than the last. But peanut butter granola isn't just about taste, it's about nourishment. Oats provide a steady release of energy, keeping you fuller for longer, and helping to avoid that mid-morning slump. Peanut butter brings a healthy dose of protein and heart-healthy fats, supporting muscle maintenance and keeping your hunger in check. The fiber from the oats and nuts aids in digestion, while the natural sugars from honey and dried fruit offer just the right amount of sweetness without overwhelming your palate or your blood sugar. Preparing peanut butter granola at home is easier than you might think. Start with rolled oats, mixing them in a large bowl with your favorite chopped nuts and seeds, perhaps sunflower seeds for a subtle crunch, or chia seeds for added nutrition. In a saucepan, gently melt peanut butter with honey and a splash of vanilla, stirring until smooth and fragrant. Pour this warm mixture over the oats and nuts, ensuring every piece is coated. Spread the mixture onto a baking sheet and bake in the oven, stirring occasionally until the granola is golden and crisp. Once cooled, toss in your dried fruits and store in an airtight container, ready to be enjoyed throughout the week. Serving your peanut butter granola can be as simple or as creative as you like. For a classic approach, pour chilled milk over a bowlful, letting the granola soften just slightly as you take your first spoonful. The milk mingles with the peanut butter, creating a creamy, nutty backdrop for the crunchy oats and sweet fruit. If you prefer, top a bowl of creamy Greek yogurt with a handful of granola, adding fresh berries or sliced banana for extra flavor and a pop of color. The tanginess of the yogurt complements the rich granola, making each bite both refreshing and indulgent. For those mornings when you're pressed for time, peanut butter granola makes the perfect grab-and-go snack. Scoop some into a reusable container or bag and take it with you. Whether you're commuting to work, heading to class, or embarking on a weekend adventure, its satisfying crunch and portable nature make it a favorite for busy mornings and active lifestyles alike. Beyond breakfast, peanut butter granola is endlessly versatile. Sprinkle it over smoothie bowls for added crunch, layer it into parfaits for a beautiful and delicious presentation, or simply enjoy it by the handful as an afternoon pick-me-up. Its blend of complex carbohydrates, protein, and healthy fats provides lasting energy, making it a smart choice no matter the time of day. But perhaps the most delightful part of peanut butter granola is the way it brings people together. Imagine gathering around the breakfast table with family or friends, each person customizing their bowl with different toppings, maybe a drizzle of honey for one, a handful of chocolate chips for another, or fresh fruit for a burst of freshness. It's a breakfast that invites creativity and conversation, turning an ordinary morning into a celebration of good food and good company. If you're looking to elevate your peanut butter granola, consider experimenting with flavors and add-ins. For a hint of spice, add a dash of cinnamon or nutmeg to the oat mixture before baking. For extra indulgence, toss in dark chocolate chunks once the granola has cooled, allowing them to melt just slightly for a decadent touch. For a tropical twist, include coconut flakes and dried pineapple, evoking the flavors of a sunny getaway even on the busiest mornings. For those with dietary preferences or restrictions, peanut butter granola is highly adaptable. Use gluten-free oats for a gluten-free version, or substitute almond or sunflower seed butter for those avoiding peanuts. Sweeten naturally with maple syrup or agave nectar if you prefer plant-based options, and choose unsweetened dried fruits to control the sugar content. The result is a breakfast that fits your lifestyle without sacrificing flavor or satisfaction. Making peanut butter granola can also be a mindful, meditative process. As you measure the oats, stir the peanut butter, and wait for the granola to toast in the oven, you're taking time for yourself, nourishing both body and mind. The act of preparing food with care, knowing it will fuel your day, is a form of self-care that can transform even the simplest breakfast into a moment of gratitude and intention. As you finish your morning meal, you'll notice the difference a wholesome start can make. The steady energy, the satisfied hunger, and the subtle joy of eating something you made yourself can ripple through the hours ahead, improving focus, mood, and productivity. Whether you're facing a day of meetings, classes, creative projects, or family activities, you'll be ready to greet it with strength and enthusiasm. If you find yourself sharing your peanut butter granola with others, don't be surprised if they ask for the recipe. It's the kind of breakfast that inspires conversation and sharing, a simple pleasure that's easy to pass along. Consider gifting a jar of homemade granola to a friend or neighbor. It's a thoughtful gesture that speaks of care and community, reminding us all that great mornings often start with good food and a little generosity. In the end, wrapping up your morning with peanut butter granola is about more than just nutrition. It's about savoring the start of your day, fueling your body with wholesome ingredients, and finding joy in the little moments. Whether enjoyed in the quiet of dawn or shared with loved ones around a bustling breakfast table, this simple meal has the power to nourish, delight, and inspire. So tomorrow morning, as you reach for your first meal of the day, consider the humble bowl of peanut butter granola. Let its flavors, textures, and nourishment set the tone for a day filled with energy and possibility. Because sometimes the best way to wrap up your morning is with a breakfast that's as satisfying as it is delicious, a true celebration of the simple joys that make each day worth savoring.